I am hanging on by one single thread. So like I told Selena just now, if my mom ultimately decides she wants to sue me for money she not only doesn't need, but told me I could have, then let her. Let her. It'll be the final proof that she doesn't give a shit about me or Omar at all and only cares about money. You know? Let her sue me. Or try. She'll have to find me. If she wants to do that, let her. I'm hanging on by a fucking thread. I don't care. Treat me like total scum when I'm the only reason you're even alive right now. Don't even think for 1 second my mom wouldn't have gone into kidney failure. You know what I mean? She was getting sicker and sicker from that lithium toxicity, and she was not, over her dead body was she going to go to the hospital. Because she didn't know and I didn't know that it's not mental. We didn't know. She was extremely toxic. She would have died. And while she's toxic, that's why her nurse practitioner is such a sick bitch. One, you know, you're suspecting that my mom might have lithium toxicity, and yet you're making me give her the lithium pill tonight. Well, I can't let you not give her. Why? People go off their meds all the time. What's one night gonna do? Why take the chance that could send her over the edge and kill her, you fucking twit? The guy in Infinitely Polar Bear went off his lithium. People go off their meds. I think it's better to be safe than sorry. But I obeyed her like a good little girl. I can't have your mom not taking her lithium. And then I'm thinking to myself, I know, but you say it might be lithium toxicity she's suffering from. Well, we don't know that for sure. It could be the clonidine. What a fucking bitch. And I said, Mom, she's saying you have to take your lithium. I should have just said, screw it. My God, you suspect my poor mother might be suffering lithium toxicity. You're telling me we got to get her, she won't go to the hospital, so we'll trick her and get her to go get her blood tested over here. But then, once I had her there, I told them what was happening, and they, you know, it was nearby to where she sees her therapist too, and I got her to go down there as the nurse practitioner. But do you get what I'm saying? I've said this to you before. Why in God's name, why not err on the side of caution? Why did I have to make her take her lithium that night and the next morning when the nurse practitioner was like 99.9% sure she was suffering from lithium toxicity? Because she's so fucking medication focused that it's why not we risk my mom's death instead of having her not take one of her fucking pills? I mean, oh God. I'm hanging by a fucking thread here, okay? Selena knows. When my mom wasn't hating me, she was talking about all kinds of shit. Paying, you know, if I moved out, paying $500 a month towards my rent or whatnot. That would be $6,000 a year. You know what I mean? All this crap. And now I'm supposed to just be at their mercy because my mom hates me, but she's not just going to throw me out on the street or something, you know? It's only fair, Laura. You pay all the bills and your mom's going to move in with me and pay me rent. It's a win-win situation. It's not any different than what you're doing now. Of course it's different. Now I'm not paying the bills. But besides that, even if I could afford it, I don't want to be here. My mom's rejecting me. Why do I want to stay here in New England? There's nothing here for me. Nothing. Nothing. Oh my God. I'm hanging by a thread. One thread. One thread. Fucking bitch. she called and I ignored her. I was getting on the bus, but she called and I didn't listen to her message, and she sent a final text that I did not read. She can go screw herself. Seriously. I'm doing obviously isn't ethical, but it is legal, and I don't care anyway. See? Don't care. That's what this whole situation has forced me into. Don't care. Don't care. Don't fucking care. Anyway, to the church woman and to Auntie, the day I found out my mom had revoked the release and I'm not allowed to know anything that's happening to her, I naively assumed that she was, not going to have anything to do with any family. She... Little did I know Auntie was going to pounce. Auntie lives for my mom going against me. Auntie wants all the control again, and I know it, and Selena knows it, and any smart person can see right through Auntie's pretense of I want to make my sister well again. Yeah. And I'm not just going to be your puppet and be at your mercy. There's no guarantee, like I said to Auntie on the phone, there's no guarantee it will work out. Stop being so negative. You don't know that. No, I don't know that. But I'm not going to be at your fucking mercy. My mom made verbal promises to me. You're manipulating her when she's locked up in a fucking mental hospital and wasn't even taking her meds, according to what the last thing the case manager told me until my mom revoked the release. Which the woman who takes care of Angel can't even believe someone's allowed to revoke a release like that, even though they haven't been committed. They're still locked up in a mental hospital and she wasn't taking her meds. But that's their HIPAA rights, Like we discussed, I'm like, okay, so if she tells you her clothes were stolen, you just say, or I tell her she says her clothes were stolen, you say, oh, well, she's not doing well, she's, crazy or whatnot. They don't use that word, but you know what I mean? When it's convenient for you, yet she can sit there and shut the family out and revoke the release, and we can't know anything about her, even though she's locked up in a mental. I mean, it's bullshit. The woman who takes care of Angel said, yeah, I said that to my husband. How come someone locked up in a mental hospital can do that? They can revoke the release that they wanted when they first got in there. I mean, it's not like she's doing better. She was doing worse, according to what I was being told. And that's when she decided to revoke the release. But then Auntie pounced, and that was all she wrote. So I'm not reading the one that just came. Yeah, I have deep head problems. Whatever, Auntie. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I have deep head problems. You're a fucking bitch. This is what I got from Auntie. Wednesday. That's the day I called her, and see, she pounced. She pounced. They're sitting there bad-mouthing me to heaven. My mom gets to sit there and believe that I'm an awful person and I'm the reason she's in... This is what I got from Auntie, and I didn't read it. I didn't read her text, but that I asked your mom if she wants to rent my apartment. If she decided to do that, you can stay where you are and she could pay me rent. You will have to pay the bills there, which is affordable. No, it isn't actually. Not when I get $1,000 a month. It is not affordable. It's not. I'm going there today to find out what she's decided. Might be a good decision. Maybe it'll work out. And then if not, she's like, well, where are you and Omar going? Fuck yourself. Then she's saying, yeah, your mom definitely wants to rent from me. Then I need to get in the house so we can get her bedroom stuff. What a joke. I don't want to stay here. My mom has completely rejected me. You guys have joined, you're whispering in her ear that everything's my fault, and my mom's completely rejected me. Fuck you all. Fuck both of you. You want to treat me like I'm scum, but I did everything in my power to help my mother. Fuck you. Fuck you both. Fuck you both. There is no guarantee that it would work out. You understand? My mom is not suddenly going to not, there's no guarantee that it'll work out. Laura, why don't you just try things this way? You stay there, your mom can be here. I'll put down the rules about her meds. She knows to take her meds, Auntie. She was defiantly not taking them and tricking me, deceiving me, and I was trusting her. This is what Auntie says. I need to evaluate if it's just my mom's mental health. Obviously, if it's just her mental health or if it's age-related deterioration. But you're going to have to help pay your way. No, you didn't say have to help. You said have to pay all the bills. Besides the fact that I don't want to stay here, I can't afford to stay here. I can only afford it. I don't want to stay here. You understand? My mother has completely rejected me. I am hanging by a fucking thread. Selena knows it. You're going to have to help pay your way, though. It's only fair that you do. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you don't do anything out of the goodness of your heart, Auntie. Don't even think you're going to fool me. I asked about the TV, and she's going to leave the TV. She said she'll get her a TV or whatever. And then she talks about, I'm willing to try to help make my sister here, see what I can do to help her stay well. Yeah. Good luck with that, Auntie. I'm not going to be your puppet. And if it doesn't work out and you get into an argument, my mom can come back here, and meanwhile I'm out of here with the clothes on my back. Because now they've got the total control. Fuck you. You want scum? I'll show you scum. No guilt either. No guilt. Then she's saying my mom cares about what happens to me. I don't want her to care about what happens to me. I want to get the fuck out of here from my mother who doesn't love me and cares more about money than keeping her promises to me that they were verbal, they wouldn't hold up in court, but I can legally take the money she promised me, see? So, my mom can't live with anybody. She says your mom cares what happens to you, but you guys can't live together. My mom can't live with anybody, Auntie. My mom won't even let her caregiver tell her she's got to drink enough fluids, and she can't be worried about peeing. You're right, we can't live together. So the smart thing, as I tried to rationally tell Auntie over the phone, and then she verbally ripped me apart, literally. I told you what she said. Why don't you think about your mother for a change? I want to try to make my sister well. Why can't you just do this? Why do you have to be so selfish? She's not ready to sell her home. No, of course not. Because if it doesn't work out with you, then she comes back here and I'm out of here and, you know. Or, like I said, other things can happen. You'll have a joint account with her, I'm sure. Which would make sense just in case there's always you know. And then I'm screwed out of everything. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You can't live together. This is the best solution to this situation. It's a win-win for both of you. It's if it works out. Do you understand? The big if it works out. I'd rather have a bird in the hand. Fuck her over like she's emotionally fucking me over, and she could sue me. If she wants to, sue me. Sue me for the money you don't need and you promised me I could have, or told me I could have. See? Do it. It'll be the final proof that you don't give a shit about me or Omar and only care about money. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm moving out of state. You think that's cheap? No. And then I have to stay in a hotel with Omar for an indefinite period of time till I find a place to live. A roommate. I can't get an apartment. Total fucking loser in this life, and you know, so. But this last time around, the times before, I mean, I've been trying everything in my power. I tried everything in my power to save my mother, and in the end, I had no choice but to call 911, and she hates me for it. And she's got Auntie whispering in her ear and saying it to me too. It's all my fault, everything. Auntie's an opportunist. She does nothing out of the goodness of her heart, believe me. She does not. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm never going to see my mother again. She's never going to see me or Omar again. Because that's how she wants it. I have to live with that. I deserve the fucking money according to my neighbor friend down the street just for that alone. She said it. She said she'd do what she says I'd do it in a heartbeat. That's what she said. Selena knows my mom used to talk about giving me serious money if I moved out of here. And now instead, I'm supposed to not even, these bills come to just about my whole check. It's not affordable. But juxtapose that, see? But that was when my mom didn't hate me. Fuck you both. Deserve each other. This is the best solution to the situation. It's a win-win for both of you if it works out. And that is the big if. If it works out. And then if it doesn't, my mom comes back here, she can't live with me, and I'm out in the cold with nothing. Or I'm at their mercy. Or if something happens to my mom, I'm sure Auntie would have the joint account with the money, and if something happens to my mom while she's at Auntie's, Auntie doesn't have to give me anything at all. You understand? She certainly doesn't have to keep any promises my mom made to me, verbally. But I know she made them, and so does Selena. Not that it would hold up in court, but we go back to the same thing. Sue me. It says online, it doesn't matter if one person puts in a penny and one person puts in $50,000. A joint account is a joint account, okay? in some situations you may be able to get some of the money back. Yeah, you have to sue for it. It's a letter. It's not like I'm going to spend it. Let her sue me and then she'll get it back, and that's it. It'll be the final proof. I'll get the final proof that she does not give one flying fuck about me or Omar and only cares about money, because she was going to sue me for money she not only doesn't need, but promised me I could have. Or told me I could have. She acts like she doesn't have the friggin' 401k. It's all going to go to the government if she winds up in a nursing home. And it's all, you know what I mean? If something happened to her, it would go to me anyway. But the solution to this, of course she's not ready to sell her house. There's no guarantee that any of this is going to work out with Auntie. But meanwhile, I have no leverage anymore. I'm just a sitting duck here at the mercy of them both. Fuck it. I don't care. You understand? I'm a rotten scumbag loser, and that's it. But again, I'm not some kind of druggie. So if my mom wants to go that route, wants to sue me for the money she told me I could have, let her. And that she doesn't need. She gets more than enough to live on, and she's got the 401k. She acts like the 401k doesn't exist. See? But it does. It's there. And if she winds up in a nursing home, it's all going to the government. There is not even a smidging of me. You're just being negative. You don't know your mom's going to wind up in a nursing home. 2 months ago, you told me she belongs in a nursing home. I did everything in my power to try to prevent that, because it was just unacceptable to me. And in the end, I get completely rejected by my mother because I had to call 911. I felt there's no way I was going to sit there and just watch her just deteriorating like that. And now I'm the enemy, and her sister has rushed in to save the day, and I'm supposed to just stay here, and I just want to fucking... I'm hanging by a thread. Auntie does nothing out of the goodness of her heart. She wants to look good in the eyes of the family. She wants to gain control again. You know that's what's going to happen. Smart thing if you want my mom to live with you, but you don't know it'll work out. See, she says if it works out. I'm just supposed to be their puppet. I'm supposed to be their fucking puppet. She's sitting there manipulating my mom from the man who's locked up in a mental hospital. I'm supposed to be their fucking puppet. Jesus fucking Christ. Like I read in this other video, you're right, Auntie. I'm nothing but pure selfish scum who doesn't give a shit about my mother at all. And you aren't stepping foot into my mother's home, and she gets discharged and comes here and lets you in when I'm not home. I have nothing more to say to you except that... Oh, I told you, you need to find out if my mom is going to want Angel, since the woman who takes care of Angel and her husband have already decided that as much as they love Angel, they don't want her for good. This phone's being shut off. I have nothing more to say to you. I don't know what my mom will be paying you for rent, but rent here is hardly anything when there are no other bills. You only view this as a win-win situation because, as usual, you think I'm supposed to be a robot. You talk about seeing if it works out. Yeah, and what if it doesn't? Then I am left completely screwed over by my mother who no longer loves me. She can make you her healthcare proxy and leave everything to you. I'm done being treated like shit when those who love care about me, including some folks around here, know how hard I have tried to save my mother. And then I told you what she said to me, that I'm a head case, I have head problems, etc., etc., etc. Whatever. I have smart people not even remotely being on Auntie's side. They're on my side. See? I have deep head problems. I won't entertain you with any further response. Then why'd you call? I know you called. I'm not listening to it. And I wrote to Auntie, if my mom wants to live with you and wants nothing to do with me, why doesn't she just sell her home? Wouldn't that make the most sense? And then when I called and said that to my aunt, why can't you think of someone else for a change? Why do you have to be, why don't you think of your mother? She's not ready to sell her home. We're just going to take it day by day. Selena's like, what the fuck does that mean, take it day by day? It means if it doesn't work out, my mom's back here and I'm out of here. That's what it means. I don't want to be here, you understand? I have a right. I'm my own person. I gave this last time my all, doing everything in my power, talking to everybody under the sun. Primary care physician, new psychiatrist who I liked, etc., etc., everything, and in the end, this was the end result. I don't have to just think of my mother. She gets plenty of money to live on. And she also has that 401k that she pretends doesn't exist. Why? Why not spend it? Because you're in your delusion. You think you're going to be someone who lives on your own to your 90s or something. No one thinks that but you. And Auntie, I don't know what, she's an opportunist. She told me 2 months ago my mom belonged in a nursing home. And then I said the truth. You feel okay with her cooking all her own meals? Wonder if you would feel the same if you lived with her 24/7 and witnessed what I have witnessed. Then I asked, is she going to take the TV? I don't want to stay here. There's nothing here for me. My mom's fucking me over big time. But I only feel that way because I'm a head case and nut case, all this crap. Yeah, she ran right over there. The second I said my mom had revoked the release and is completely rejecting me, Auntie was pouncing. She had a thing, I don't know how, I'm with your mom right now. How come you're not supposed to be allowed to bring your cell phone into that place? I'm with your mom now. She wants to try to live in my apartment. You can stay in her house. I think it would take the stress off both of you. Get back to me. No, I don't want to live here. Not a win-win situation, not even remotely. You just expect me to be a fucking robot and not be affected by the fact my mother doesn't love me anymore and has rejected me and revoked the release, so I can't even know what's happening to her in the mental hospital, anything. So my mom wants nothing to do with me anymore. She's turning back to you, who most definitely is verbally abusive towards me. So I'm not saying I think I should live with, that's never going to happen again, okay? I'm saying I don't want to stay here. Jesus fucking Christ. Be more hands-on, Auntie. I doubt my mom's will want to move into your apartment and pay rent and be paying the here. But whatever. You could be more hands-on with my mom living here alone and make sure nothing's happening to her. Believe me, I won't be living with her ever again. She wants nothing to do with me. She wants no one to tell her what to do, even regarding, like I said, what I know she needs to drink more fluids. I'm not even saying water, drink anything. She doesn't want to drink anything. She thinks if she's not thirsty, then she doesn't need to drink anything. And I'm an ogre for, desperately trying to get her to drink more. I don't want to sit here and watch her die. Or get sick or whatnot. The nurse told me without me even saying anything that not drinking enough fluids can also cause a UTI. She was giving me different ways that, things that could cause a UTI to happen. I'm never going to see my mother again. I have to get out of here as soon as I possibly can. Ship my stuff, get a flight for me and Omar. Once I get where I'm going, I'm going to change my name. Auntie can have complete control over everything again. It's what she wants. She can give all the false pretenses she wants. I see right through her bullshit. She screamed at me over the phone when I was not bowing down to her suggestion or proposal or whatnot. Under the circumstances, do you guys even know how it makes me feel being here? I'm not a fucking robot. Auntie calls me a head case and nut case and all that crap. Well, I have friends who understand 100% where I'm coming from. Will Joe approve of what I'm doing? Of course he won't. I don't need his approval. I don't care. Selena's like, did you talk over this with Joe? Nope. I'm not asking his approval or permission. I'm going to say goodbye to that other neighbor one. The one that wasn't really a kind of, she helped me out with Omar and whatnot. I wouldn't call her a friend like that I can go out with or something. Like I went out with that other one. Like, I want to say goodbye. You're probably going to hear a lot of bad things about me, so before I leave, I would like you to know my side. Basically, my side is I'm hanging by a thread and don't give a shit. My mom's completely rejecting me. I'm gonna fuck her over and not even feel 1 ounce of guilt. Treat me like I'm total scum. I don't care. Don't fucking care. And she just thinks nothing should affect me. My mom made me everything. My mom was telling people in the mental hospitals I was her healthcare proxy because and that her sister doesn't care about her or whatnot. She would call and her sister would, and now suddenly it's a complete turnaround. When I tell you I'm hanging by a thread, I'm hanging by a thread. I have to get the fuck out of here yesterday. I need to be out of here before my mom gets out of that fucking hospital. And I have no idea when she's getting out. That's the thing. My mom could sue me for the money. I hope she does, or tries to, and then that'll be my final proof and just sever all ties. She doesn't love me. You're never gonna see Grandma again, Mama. We gotta get a flight. I've already been packing. She revoked the release. What does that tell you? She wants nothing to do with me. If she hates me, she's not going to give me a goddamn penny that she promised me. I'm going to take it. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. She should have fucking aborted me. She did. Auntie pounced. She pounced. Pounced. These are the ones that I sent to Auntie and the church woman the other day. Yeah, Auntie went right over there the day that I sent her this. Right over there. To save the day. I wrote to Auntie, she revoked the release. The hospital is no longer allowed to discuss her condition with me. Everyone but her knows that sooner rather than later she's going to wind up in a nursing home as a ward of the state. I'm done. Auntie pounced. Good, they can, if my mom gets out in time, the family can talk about what a fucking low-life scumbag I am. Go to town. Go to town. Like I care. My friend down the street says she'd do the same thing in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat if she were in my situation. I wrote, she'll inevitably wind up in a nursing home as a ward of the state. Most people in her life and mine 100% see that, which she is blind. Omar and I will not be here when she gets discharged from the hospital. I can guarantee you she is busy badmouthing me left and right. If she even gets discharged, I'm not doing this anymore. Is she going to revoke the healthcare proxy too? It's not like Auntie has any interest in being my mom's healthcare proxy. Auntie told me she was done a few months ago. Maybe my mom will want her brother to be her healthcare proxy. I'm done killing myself as her advocate, only to have her keep spitting on me in the end. Auntie pounced. She was over there immediately. My mother doesn't love me. I'm moving out. What are you eating? Come here. Omar. Jesus. You'd think you were a puppy instead of 10 years old. Get over here. You're not a puppy. Puppies eat everything and put everything in their mouths. You're 10 almost. Come here. Come here. Come here. In your mouth. Jesus. God, I made sure everything was not on the floor and you still find something. You're not a puppy. You're my old man. You're not a puppy. Old man pug. I'm moving out. Omar and I will be gone before Mom gets discharged. I'm done with this bullshit beyond done. See, Auntie just wants me to be their puppet. That's all. Proof of that was she had a fit, a hissy fit. Swearing, you know, telling me off and whatnot when I didn't go along with her proposal. I'm just supposed to do what they want. She says she feels more comfortable keeping an eye on my mom there than me moving out and having no one to watch her. She says she's not ready for release. Whatever. I don't have to just, you know, fuck it. She can sue me for the fucking money if she wants to. It comes down to it. The money, again, let me stress, that she told me I could have. And that she does not need. I have absolutely no desire to stay here. Understand? None. It gives me just, I can't even take it. I hate it. I hate it here now. I hate it. So many bad memories, so many, you know. I can handle it all. Auntie was saying shit to me, like when I was saying, you know, if my mom loved me, she'd put the fucking house in my name. At least do that for me. But she's not going to do any of that, you understand? So, you know, whatever. Auntie's like, everything's still going to go to you. Nothing's going to go to me. Dementia does not get better. You're delusional, Auntie. It's going to go to the government in the end. I'm taking the money that she told me I could have when she wasn't hating me. I told you. She even said stupid stuff like she'd sell her house and give me half. And that would be way, 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 way more money than what I'm taking. You know what I mean? And I would never have her do that, but she did make that as a serious offer. Okay? But now that she hates me, I don't love you, Laura. I will never forgive you for this. I was a living, breathing being. You took my life from me. She'll screw me over. Your mom cares what happens to you. Whatever, Auntie. You guys are going to treat me like I'm total scum. Watch how scummy I can be. Watch how scummy I can really be. You're willing to take her there to see what you can do to keep her well. Yeah, and I'm supposed to be the puppet. Have her sell her home then. God, she sells her home, you'll have plenty of money, won't you? You won't make sure she drinks fluids. You're not going to be, you know. See, I have to rush and get out of here fast because I'm not even allowed to know when my mom's being discharged. For all I know, she could be discharged tomorrow. Or, you know what I mean? Or this coming week. Yeah, we can't live together. She doesn't want anyone to witness anything, okay? No one believes she can live alone. Even in Auntie's apartment, she'll still be living alone. she could still, you know, not, and Auntie, there's no guarantee it'll work out. Auntie's not some patient, wonderful person. Auntie is, when Auntie's been mad at me, she's called up my mom, who was locked up in mental hospital, and, you know, and so selfish, Auntie, getting all upset with my mom and whatnot. When meanwhile, my poor mother's in the fucking mental hospital as a war, you know what I mean? It's like, I would never do that. When Auntie hurt me that badly, but, you know, viciously turned on me when all I was doing was expressing concern for my mom, and then, being over-medicated, Auntie calls me a nutcase, a head case, Auntie can't stand to have anyone disagree with her or whatever. Do you think I called up my mom in the mental hospital? Auntie did this, Mom, and did that? No, I told my mom when she got out. But I would never call her while she's in a mental hospital. That's just a friggin' selfish thing to do. The poor woman's locked up and you're going to do that. But that's what Auntie will do. Auntie has no idea if any of this will work out. And then I'm left completely in the cold at their mercy. You understand? That's why I'm not jumping for joy. That's why I'm getting the fuck out of here. And again, my mom could sue me. Go ahead, Mom. Sue me. Your mother cares what happens to you. My mother revoked the fucking release so I don't even get to know what's happening to her. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. Have her sell her fucking house. She'll have plenty of money then, and it'll be a drop in the bucket that the money I'm taking. No one thinks she can live alone. Understand? I don't know what idea. I'm going to try to make my sister well. Yeah, and I have to be your puppet. Or else I'm just a selfish bitch in your eyes if I don't agree to be your puppet. What a joke. What a joke. I'm with your mom. You shouldn't have been allowed to have your cell phone. Omar and I are leaving. We're taking the money too. The money my mom told me I could have when she didn't hate me and blame me when I had no choice but to call 911. I didn't even call psych. Still doing everything in my power to try to save my mother. And for what? And I could be just viewed as total scum. I knew I was sending them. She's like, you're sending it to me. I knew. I was forwarding them. Sending them to you and to church, the woman. Auntie went right over there. I'm sure she told Auntie all kinds of stuff about how horrible I am. Meanwhile, I didn't do anything. I catered to her every whim. Didn't get on her case about anything. Remember, I'm still her roommate, so any of you would be irritated if she takes something we both use, right, loses it, and then won't let me even look in her room to find it. That's just ridiculous. And it's gone, it's missing, things disappear. That's just annoying. You know? But I didn't get upset with it. I'm just like, it's just ridiculous, but I had to accept it because her latest thing was I can't go in her room. If she loses something that we both use, then it's gone and that's it. The only thing I got on her case about was the fluids. I did that to try to save her from herself. She even says stuff to me. I'm not thirsty. I don't want to pee. I've drank enough. Mom, I've been here all day. I know you have not even remotely drunk enough. Remember, she could drink anything. I bought her all kinds of other stuff in lieu of drinking water. She doesn't want to drink. She wants to wait until she's thirsty. So, no one's going to be around now. She'll either be living here on her own, and no one will be able to blame me for anything, or she'll be living with Auntie. But I'm not staying here as their puppet. And she can sue me for the money if that's what she wants to do. Where are you and Omar going? We're leaving and I'm taking the money my mom told me I could have. She'll have plenty of fucking money if she just sells her home. And that's what I know. I'm the ogre. I'm the evil one because I wanted her. I suggested assisted living. You know what I mean? It's just a joke. What are you doing? It's only fucking chance, you understand? Chance that Auntie's apartment doesn't have tenants. She's certainly not kicking out her tenants. You know what I mean? I called medical 911. I was still trying to protect her. To her, it doesn't matter. I'm evil. I'm the enemy. And she's turning back to her sister who's going to save the day. Yeah, until you guys get into an argument and my mom, can come back here anytime she wants. And then what? You know what I mean? It's just bullshit. Auntie's delusional. Auntie's not going to be able to make my mother well. But whatever. I'm not going to be a part of their little plan. I refuse. Auntie can call me a selfish bitch in so many words all she wants to. I'm not going to be a part of this. You have to remember, my mom, I had just been told by the friggin' nurses that my mom wasn't taking her meds. So Auntie's sitting here saying all this stuff to my mom while my mom's locked up in a mental hospital. My mom's not better. She's not, you know what I mean? She's making all these decisions from a mental hospital. Including completely rejecting me. So I'm not allowed to know anything about her. I want you to bear in mind, this is not Auntie coming to my mom who's well and outside the mental hospital. This is my mom locked up in the mental hospital. And last time I had been told she wasn't taking her meds, she wasn't doing good at all. She was practically like catatonic, just completely withdrawn. And now she's going to turn back to her abusive towards me sister. And I don't jump for joy at the proposal and then Auntie rips me apart. Par for the course, huh? When I don't have my mom, there's nothing here for me. Nothing. 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 Yep, but that was when she did not hate me. I wrote to Selena, if she decides to sue me for money she not only does not need but also told me I could have, it will be my final proof that she does not give a shit about me or Omar at all. Not like I'm going to spend it all. Grandma doesn't love me anymore, Omar. Fuck her over and give her a real reason to not love me anymore. What's wrong? It's not time to eat. Get out of here. I gotta start seats. I asked my neighbor friend if she could drive me and Omar to the airport. This is me when I'm like 9 years old. I don't know if you can see it. It's always a crapshoot when I try to show you pictures.